How's it feel, hey, knowing you're out of business for good?
Oh, I gotta go to the loo.
Now on, the business is all mine. I catch you selling a rusty paperclip, I'm gonna tell them you flogged it from me.
You made your point.
And you won't be running no book on nothing either, because from now on, no one's going to trust you with anything, let alone their money.
Just go away.
I'm going. But, you remember what Jenkins said? You get in my way and you'll be eating things you wouldn't even want to look at.
They were from some clinic she's been going to.
You mean the old bag's finally seen a shrink, eh? Whoa, a bit late now.
It's serious, Spider. She's dying. She's got lung cancer.
Look, Rita's on the mend. If she finds
She's not going to find out unless some big mouth tells her.
Well, don't look at me that way. I'm not going to tell her.
Then there's no problem, is there?
Yeah, but what if something happens?
What if turn up?
All right, I'll pay.
I thought you would.
But if Alice finds out about my record, I'll make sure you pay.
Don't threaten me, pal. As long as I get paid, she ain't going to find out. Meet me at the security gate in half an hour.
I want Jackson killed.
What?
And I want it to look as if Marsh is the killer. Can you arrange that for me? For 20 grand? Or am I talking to the wrong person?
What you looking so happy about?
Nothing?
Oh, sure. What's Wonder Boy done this time? Dumped you again?
Nah, I told him to forget it.
Hey? Have you lost your marbles? He's your only chance.
Well, he can't help you much if he's dead, can he?
Who said anything about dying?
You don't have much choice when you're mixing it with the big boys.
Oh, come off it. You're overreacting. He's a screw, for God's sake. He'll give as good as he gets.
Against pros like Ron Willis, he's involved in this somehow and he's a real worry.
But Lisa's showing him around.
Lisa's pulled out. They got to her, and she doesn't scare easy.
Well, Marty must be close to this alibi of yours, so you're nearly home. He's got to risk it.
I can't let him do that, Brumby.
Geez, I thought you had more brains than that. There's no way I'd throw this chance away.
Okay, so we're different. I'm in here for a murder I didn't do. I'm not going to be responsible for one that didn't have to happen.
It's his choice. He offered.
No.
You're keen on him. That's a problem, isn't it? You're stupid. If you throw away this chance, you'll rot in here till no one takes an interest in you. Is that what you want?
You'd be better off using your spare time saying a few prayers.
What do you want?
Just thought you'd like to know. Reed'll be back tomorrow and I reckon she'll want to see you.
I've already lost the shop, and I think the women saw to it that Merle and I suffered enough.
That was for their sake. You haven't answered to Reed yet and she's plenty sore too.
Just get out of here.
Oh, if you'd like to try and make me. You're gutless without Merle. Now you haven't got the freak or Roddy boy to back you up. You're finished,
Don't
Maxwell.
push me. I've beaten you before. Has that slipped your memory?
You cheated. Just like you cheated on everyone. But this time you've bitten off too much. Now Reed knows what a lying, scheming bitch you really are.
Just like the rest of you.
No. Most of us know right from wrong.
Rubbish. The only thing any of you know is how to bash people. You spend all your time preoccupied with getting even. Half the time you don't even know what you're getting even about. I've been teased, humiliated, bashed, but that's still not enough. When will you all leave me alone?
When you've learned to toe the line and stop ripping the girls off.
You mean when I become one of Rita's lapdogs like you?
I'm no lapdog. But if I had my guts poisoned, I'd want to lay out the person who done it. You're a bitch, Maxwell. You might have brains, but they don't do you no good. The only person you impress is Merle. And look where it's got her. Stuck in the infirmary with a giant bellyache.
There you go, Vic. I told you you'd be interested. Look at him right on time.
Yeah, we'll put it down to prison life. It's not because I'm busting the gut to see you.
Well, is that nice? And I'm doing him a favour?
Yeah, that's all I've got.
You would guess it'll have to do.
You know, I know I can trust
You don't. Don't worry, if I didn't keep his word, I couldn't operate, could I?
Hang on, the rest of the blokes know what I'm in
Well,
for.
there's nothing I can do about that, sorry.
Yeah. Look, I want to see Alice alone. Can you arrange a meeting?
I can arrange anything for a price.
Yeah, I figured that.
I thought you said this was all you had.
It is, I can get more.
Yeah, well, a deal like that is going to cost you a lot more than this because there's more risk involved.
I'll get it. When can you set it up?
Hold your horses, these things take time.
I want it soon.
Yeah, okay, I'll get on with it. You just get on with your arrangements.
You're not going to do it, are you?
Why not? I'm getting paid.
But he wants to see Alice alone.
So?
The guy's in for rape.
So what? Jenkins has always got the hot for some guy. The only difference is I'm getting paid for it. Listen, I'm trying to run a business, and I can't do that without capital. So you just keep your mouth shut and you might get some profit.
Oh, but what about Jenkins?
No, bucket Jenkins.
Thought you saidRita'd be here.
Well, she said she'd be here. I don't know what they're doing with her.
Probably let her have a sleep in. No, I could do with one.
Well, if you didn't lay awake half the night staring at the ceiling, you'd be fine.
Come on, you two, don't start. I didn't get much sleep myself last night.
Rita?
Nah, she's okay. Just isn't easy sleeping by yourself when you could be with someone special.
Oh, here we go with Harry again. You've been in the can too long if you fancy any of those creeps.
Beggars can't be choosers. Besides, Harry's no creep.
You're crazy. I don't care how long I gotta wait. There's no way I'm gonna go screwing around with crims. Never.
Yeah, well, I hope your Mr. Right doesn't feel the same way. Oh, geez, Reet, we're worried about you.
Well, I'm here now.
Sit down, Jenkins, and finish your breakfast.
Geez, I was just going to help her get her brekkie. She's been sick, you know.
All right, Lurch, just want to cover.
Do you reckon she's all right?
Yeah? Why?
She looks bloody terrible.
So would you be if you had a tube stuck down your gut?
All right, just making an observation.
Well, she'll be all right in a couple of days. Can't keep Reet down for long.
Just got to say hello to someone. It's the trouble with being inside. There's nowhere to run. I thought you would have figured that out by now.
I'm not running, am I?
So why haven't you wised up? Or do you just like making enemies?
I made a mistake.
You sure did. You lied to me, and instead of owning up, you made it worse.
I've paid for it.
Oh, no, Merle's the one that's paid. She's been sucked in by you. But then again, so was I. It's a pity you always have to learn the hard way.
Oh, another bashing for a few measly chocolates.
You're not listening. It doesn't matter how measly they were. The fact is you lied and you made it worse by stealing. You broke the rules and people got hurt. You just don't care about people, and I don't like that, Maxwell.
How do you expect me to care about them when they don't care about me?
How can they? Well, you keep proving what a selfish bitch you are. You'd have let me die before you owned up to stealing Spider's loot, wouldn't you? Yeah, I thought so. Well, you're going to regret making a fool out of me, lady. This time Merle's not going to suffer. So today's the day for learning about rules and manners. Enjoy your porridge.
Wonderful, isn't it? We have all these anti-discrimination laws, but not one relating to a former occupation.
Pardon me?
Anyone would think I was an ex-con. Seems that anyone involved with the penal system is an employment risk. Perhaps I should have said I was a dole bludger.
I'm sure there are other areas more suited to your talent.
Oh, do you have any suggestions?
Good luck.
Thank you. For nothing.
What's the matter? Are you sick?
No, I've just decided to take the day off, that's all.
Look, you can't just lie around all day if things get you down. You'll only make it harder on yourself.
It can't be any harder.
If you keep your mind occupied, things won't
With
seem...
what? Washing linen? Peeling potatoes?
I know it's a dull routine. There's more things to do in here than knock your brains out over a few dollars. What about the library? I thought you were teaching Mel to read.
I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't want anything more to do with me.
What's happened? I saw Connors with you at breakfast. If you had anything to do with the poisoning...
She thinks so?
Well, did you or didn't you?
What does it matter now?
If you did, you're in a lot of trouble.
That seems to be my second name at the moment. But then what do you care? I asked you for help and you turned me away. Left me at the mercy of everyone.
I couldn't bring the stuff in, you know that.
All right. But you know I'm finished unless I can beat them at their own game. Of course, I'd need your backup for that.
What do you mean?
Unless they know they'll get back twice as much as they dish out, they'll make my life hell.
No way. I can't afford to get involved in that, especially after the Simpson business.
I was stupid to even suggest it.
Look, if someone's threatening you, you tell me. I'll have it stopped officially.
Oh, good old Rodney. You can always be relied on to make my position worse.
I don't have to report it. I can just let the other officers know and we can keep an eye on you.
If that's the best you can do, forget it. Get out.
You keep forgetting I'm the one who gives the orders around here. I've done all I can for you with no thanks. Now get back to work or you'll really have something to worry about.
What do you want?
Oh, I got a message from Harry. Just thought you might be interested.
Look, I'll shove this skip in your mouth if you don't stop.
I'm telling ya.
He wants to meet you alone.
You better be on the level. When does he want to meet?
As soon as I can arrange it.
Oh, beauty!
You interested then?
Yeah, of course. But I'm telling you, if this is a joke...
Oh, look, it's not going to be easy to set up, so it's not coming cheap.
Fair enough.
And there's one condition.
Well?
If anything happens to you, and I mean anything, and you get caught, I had nothing to do with it, right?
Yeah, of course. Is that it?
Just wanted to make sure you got that straight.
Well, just arrange it.
Oh, okay. I'll arrange it. You just get the money.
I will. Don't worry about that.
Lisa's smart, but she ain't that tough. You'd only have to threaten to cut her face up and she'd freak.
Yeah, but the point is someone's upset enough to make the effort.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It makes you think this Chris chick's either met with a sticky end or she's personal mates of the heavy.
Either way, it doesn't look too good. I feel rotten I've got Lisa involved with creeps like that.
You don't have to worry about her. She's well out of it now.
I just hope they know that.
Oh, would you look at that? I guess me arms must have shrunk when they pumped me stomach out. Well, come on, pick it up. I can't bend over, remember? Got to look after myself. In some countries, they cut off hands for stealing. You can thank your lucky stars it was a boot and not a knife.
I thought I told you to get back to work. What happened to your hand? Who did it? Was it Connor's?
Does it matter?
Of course it matters. I'll have her on a charge.
I won't back it up if you do. Just forget it.
Come on, I'm taking you to Sister Hall.
No. I'm not giving them the satisfaction of seeing me all bandaged up.
But what if it's broken?
So what? I don't care. I'm not fronting Reynolds or anyone else for that matter. Just leave me alone. I'll fix it myself. Will you just go? I'll get back to the laundry as soon as I can.
One word about this key making history.
I never saw it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hi, how you going, Harry?
Shh. Save your g'days for later.
Why'd you pick here?
Anywhere else the screws don't check until afternoon, Rick?
Yeah, okay. Guess it'll have to do then.
Okay, you've got 20 minutes.
I'll make it 30.
I'm going back in 20, and your time starts now. So you better make the most of it.
We will.
Thought you were rostered on laundry duty.
I was. I wanted to talk to you privately.
What's it about?
Marty. Sorry, I mean Mr. Jackson.
It's all right.
I wish it were. I know it looks like I've taken advantage of him. I let him get involved in my case because it was the only hope I had of getting out of here. But now it's gone too far.
Well, the last time we spoke, that's all you could think about. Why the sudden change around?
Because Lisa Mullins was helping him and she's been threatened. It'll be worse next time and I don't want to let that happen.
Oh, you're the only one that can do anything about that.
I tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. Well, you don't have to believe me. I was as rude as I could be to him and he just laughed and walked off.
He's stubborn, all right.
I don't know what else to do.
Neither do I. But I do appreciate you telling me. And if it's any consolation, I know what it's costing you.
Please, just stop it.
Where the hell have you been? You left a bloody mop and bucket in the corridor and I copped a blast from Russell.
She put you on a charge.
No,
Then
I'm
stop
sick-
complaining then.
Well, where'd you go?
I had business to tend to. You know, this is the easiest money I ever made. I think I'm going to start up a matchmaking service.
That's from Jenkins and that creep Grosvenor.
Yep. You know, it makes me feel real good helping true love on its way. Here's $2. An advance.
I've seen you do some pretty low things, Spider.
But this beats them all.
Well, you'd better stay tuned, because you ain't seen nothing yet.
How can you do it? You're setting her up for rape and you stand there acting like you just don't care.
I don't. This is all I care about. What the rest do is their business.
You're sounding more and more like Maxwell every minute.
Oh, don't come that one with me.
Well, you've never been into setting people up to get hurt
And who
before.
said I am this time? They wanted privacy. I arranged it. End of story.
Won't be if something happens. Reed'll be out for blood. And it won't take her long to work out who arranged it.
Shut that trap of yours, will ya? I've had a gutful of your dribble. If you don't like the way I run things, then go and join the other wimps.
Yeah. The worst part is missing Mum's Sunday roasts. We'd have masses of crispy baked spuds and tons of real meat juice gravy.
Yeah, and plenty of bread to mop it up for afters.
Sounds like we had the same mum.
Yeah. Pity we couldn't go back in time and fix where we went wrong. Geez, my mum would still be alive if it weren't for me being in here.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I made things pretty hard for mine. She had to move out of the area.
Bet she went back to the country, but...
No. Although I think she missed it. God, I know I sure do. If I ever get out of this joint, I'll be back to the Blue Yonder. Now, I always reckoned that I'd never be in this mess if it wasn't for the city. You find yourself down at the pub after work because there's nothing else to do.
It happens in the country too, but...
Oh, not as much. People are usually too flat out working or too buggered to play up.
Oh, I don't know. Always kept a bit in reserve in case me luck changed.
Why didn't I meet you years ago?
Guess because I was in here.
You're a great bird, Alice. Honest. Great sense of humour.
Gee, Tar.
I want to be honest with you.
It's the only way for friendship to happen.
You see, I was telling you about this bird I met at the
Gee,
pub.
she's not still waiting for you, is she?
No, it's nothing like that. I mean, I didn't really know
I don't
her.
want to hear about your past girlfriends. Gosh, a guy like you must have had plenty of them.
No, hardly any. I mean, I'm no real good at chatting women up. It's part of me problem. You see, when it was offered me...
Well, you took it. That's all right. So would I.
Yeah, no worries, mate. And there'll be plenty more orders now that I'm back in business. Oh, yeah, you too. See you later. There you go. All yours, bitch.
Come on, we haven't got a bloody day.
Yeah.
Hello, it's Kath Maxwell.
Found your feet, did you? And none too soon. I was about to make other arrangements.
There's no need. I'm certain we can straighten out this mess and still remain friends.
I understand. You can't talk. Well, the deal's 20 grand and no more.
Oh, be reasonable.
I am.
All right, then, I'll meet you halfway.
35. Just knock off another 15 and we're sweet.
Plus the tickets.
You're wasting my time.
I don't think so. Not if you want it to happen soon.
All right, then. 35. Minus the added expenses.
Okay, but how do I know you're going to stick by the deal?
You'll get the money. Don't worry.
It's not that. I'm worried about the follow-up.
Oh, you mean the breakout?
For two.
I won't want you round when this is all over. You can expect a visitor. He'll give you everything you need for the job. And don't make a mess of it, Maxwell. I don't like mistakes.
About bloody time.
Yeah, sure.
I thought he was being cheeky. But he just went round to the boot and got out a can of petrol.
Alice, please, will you let me finish? I'm trying
Alice, you got to get out of here.
What's going on?
Him. You get away from him. He's a murderer and rapist.
What are you talking about?
He's doing 20 for murdering and raping a girl. The other guys told me. It's the truth, Alice. You've got to believe me.
Is it?
I've been trying to
Is it
explain
true? You bastard. You're worse than Craven. To think I was believing all that stuff you were laying on me about honesty and me being special.
But you are, Alice. I really care for you.
Like you cared about that girl? You should have the same thing in mind for me.
No, Alice, I
You're nothing but an animal. You're sick. And I've been bloody stupid.
Shabba.
I saw that Simpson get down to the end of the line.
Nobody's complained besides Vicky was saving me a place, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, it was, Mr. Adams. We're mates.
I don't care if you're Siamese twins. Get down to the end of the line.
No potatoes.
Mr. Adams, a word with you, please.
Asking for it. What's got in here?
Just shut up. We've got
Sometimes, Mr. Adams, it is wise to turn a blind eye.
But she was pushing...
Pushing in, yes, I know. But the other women didn't seem to mind. Sometimes things are best left alone. Now, something's the matter with Simpson. She's spoiling for a fight, and you nearly gave it to her.
Now, you listen to me, bitch. You play hero on me one more time and you're going to bleed from the inside. You got that?
Well, I didn't mean to cross you, Spider, but he's a rapist and a killer.
Nobody made her meet him. She had the hots for him, so it serves herself right if she got more than she expected.
But she didn't know. You did.
And if that big lug ever finds out I did know, I'm going to know who told her, aren't I?
I won't tell her. She knows now. That's all I wanted.
Big deal. What about what I want? You going to serve that up for tea?
I don't know what you want anymore. You've been acting real funny ever since your brother came.
Shut up and eat your tea.
It serves you right for sneaking off without telling anyone.
You sure can pick 'em, Lurch.
Well, I wasn't going to say no to a bit of loving. I'm not stupid. The bludger was giving me the come on so's he could rape me.
Yeah, well, he was in Blackmore. They don't send him there for knocking over parking meters.
Yeah, you're right. It was stupid to think I'd ever find a decent bloke in that lot.
Hey, where's Brumby?
I said she had something to do. She's going to dine later.
Jeez, you break me up, Spike. Dine? I suppose they're going to serve her pre-dinner cocktails as well.
Lay off, will you?
Oh, I think I might dine later too. How about you, Reg?
Oh, definitely. I never dined before,
Aren't you going to eat?
What?
Lunch. Thought we could go in together.
I'm not hungry, thanks.
Oh, you got to keep your strength up, you know. You got to be fit for when the time's right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When it comes to escaping. You're talking to an expert here.
I've heard about your expertise at escaping. If I was considering it, and I'm not, you'd be the last person I'd come to for advice.
I reckon you'd better take me with you.
For the last time, I'm not going anywhere.
Didn't sound like that when you were talking on the phone before.
That was just talk. Friend, I wasn't serious, and neither was he.
You want to be careful. Talk gets around and soon everybody knows and wants to be in on it.
That sort of talk could be called lagging, Tucker.
Nah, you said yourself it wasn't serious. But if it was, you'd want someone who could keep their mouth shut. Now me, I've got to keep my mouth shut. Because Rita's put the kibosh on me escaping ever. On the other hand, if she found out someone was planning to go with me, well, she might just put the kibosh on the plan altogether.
Money can keep mouths shut too.
Only if the person's interested. Me? I just want to get out of this place. I don't give two figs about money.
All right.
When?
When I say.
I'll be sticking to you like glue, Maxwell. Don't try and cross me.
I won't.
So from now on we're mates, right?
Right.
So I'm hungry. And we go and have lunch, right?
All finished?
Oh, yes.
You do realise if you join us here at Central Security, it will naturally involve shift work.
Oh, I'm used to that.
I see you've been trained in the use of firearms.
Well, some years ago, but with yearly refresher courses.
Excellent. Well, as I said before, there is only one vacancy and we have 3 applicants. It's up to the manager, of course, but I should be able to let you know by tomorrow. When could you start?
Oh, tomorrow.
Good.
Susan, could you come in here for a moment?
You're right there.
Yes?
I see we have a female applicant for the job.
Yes, pity really. Her credentials are excellent. But most of our clients prefer male guards.
I want to know more about her.
Such as?
Why she wants to work here. Why she's left her old job. If in fact she has.
You're the boss.
Yes, I am.
Marcia's told me everything that's happened, which is more than you've done.
I didn't want to worry you.
Worry me? When did you think think I was going to find out when I identified your body at the morgue?
Mum, we have been through this before. I am not a child. And quite frankly, what I do in my own time is none of your business.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Officer Jackson.
What do you mean?
You have become personally involved with a prisoner. Now, as a senior officer, I can make it my business to report it to the governor. Now, you make up your own mind. Either you stop these stupid detective games or I go to Anne.
And what if Margaret's innocent?
There are legal avenues.
They haven't worked.
Well, it's your choice, Marty. Now, don't do this to me. I couldn't bear it if I lost you too.
Okay. I'll stop. But only until things cool down.
I want you to stop altogether.
Mum, I can't promise that. I don't want to get myself killed either, you know. Margaret's innocent. And I'll find a way to prove it without anybody getting hurt. Okay?
Geez, where'd you get to, Lurch? Me and Spike went outside for a recce on the new extensions and we saw the blokes carrying in this window. You know, a real one. I wonder what they're going to do with that.
Won't be nothing for us, you can bet on that.
Oh, I don't know. Reno put in the gold phone. She had tea with us. Things are looking up, I reckon.
Yeah, well, I reckon life's a real bummer.
Oh, come on, Lurch.
Harry seemed so nice. He talked real gentle. I was falling for it.
It's best to forget him.
Why do they do it, Reed? Why do they want to rape you?
I don't know.
We're all the same. Murdering bloody rapists.
Slasher wasn't. I don't reckon Bongo did either. There must be still a few good blokes around, Lurch.
Yeah, they're either queer or married.
Oh, bull.
Yeah, well, no decent bloke would want me. Not with me record. No oil painting. I reckon I'm going to finish up an old maid for sure, Reed.
Geez, did you like him that much, Lurch?
Well, I did before I found out, but now...
Well, maybe you should find out a bit more.
What?
Did he tell you what he was in for?
No, but Vicky said that he was...
Maybe Vicky got it wrong.
What do you mean?
Well, now, don't go getting your hopes up, but I think you at least ought to ask him yourself.
But if it's true, I don't want to be with him on my own again.
I'll go with you.
Would you, Reed?
Sure. Give him a chance to tell his story and I can figure out if he's lying or not.
Oh, jeez, Reed. Wouldn't it be terrific if he was...
Don't go getting your hopes up. He was in Blackmore after all.
Oh, them bloody bells.
Showing you what that window is for.
Joan Ferguson's on extended leave from Wentworth Prison, but she's still officially an employee of the Department of Corrective Services.
Good work, Susan. She can start tomorrow.
But the male applicants have got experience in the job. And Ferguson could toss it in any time she likes and go back to her old job.
Well, we'll just have to make sure she enjoys it here, won't we?
Okay, I'll get Max to show her the ropes.
No, don't do that. I have some special duties in mind for Miss Ferguson. You just see she's here tomorrow.
All right.
Well, you're back here now, aren't
Yeah, we should come up to the ward with me. Sister Hall was real nice. She gave me ice cream and jelly, and she said, no way did I have to eat me spuds.
I should think not.
Yeah, I still like them, though, but I like them cooked best. What'd you do to your hand? Did someone hurt you?
No. It was just an accident. I got it caught in one of the dryers.
Yeah, well, you should show it to Sister Hall and she'd give you ice cream and jelly.
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a bruise. It'll soon heal. Merle, if you had a magic wish, where would you like to go?
Disneyland. God, I saw it on TV, and they got this big pirate's cave, and you go into it in a boat, and the pirates shoot guns, and they sink all the ships.
Sounds a bit dangerous.
Oh, it's just pretend.
Oh.
Where would you pick?
Yes, America would be the best place. It's a lovely tune. Did you learn that from your mother?
I didn't have a mother, Mrs. Morris. I was too poor.
It's an old joke and not terribly funny, Simpson. Ah, doing a spot of gardening.
Just a few clippings. Thought they might take if we left them in the staff room for a few weeks. Budget for the new extension doesn't stretch to luxuries.
Oh, well, I've got a couple of table lamps at home.
Oh, a little help, Meg.
Well, I'll bring them in tomorrow. I'll get it. Staff room, Meg Morris. Yes, of course. Just one moment. Joan Ferguson.
Now, what can she want?
Yes, Miss Ferguson. I see. Well, it's your decision, of course. Well, yes, there will be some paperwork. Whenever you like. Goodbye. Well, I think she just resigned. Resigned? Joan Ferguson? I don't believe it.
It's true. She said she's found new employment and she'll send a written resignation.
Bugger it! Simpson. Cleaning duties in the corridor.
They had to find out sometime. I better tell the rest of the staff.
Hey, someone! Anyone, Ricky? What's the next best thing to getting out of here? The freaks quit! We've got rid of the freak! Can you hear me, anybody? Can you hear me? She's quit! The freaks quit!
Stop that noise at once! What the hell's going on?
She's gone. She's not coming back ever.
Who's gone? Tell me or you go on a charge for disorderly behaviour.
Freak! Oh, I mean, Miss Ferguson. She's quit. I've got to tell Kat.
Thought the bleating father's off. We won't be able to get her back now for all she's done to us.
Oh, we'll get out of here one day.
Yeah, and then I'll get you, freak. No matter where you are. And that's a promise. Somebody else doesn't get her first. Oh, what are you trying to do, Lurch? Ruin me day?
I thought you'd enjoy working in here.
G'day.
Sons and lovers.
I studied Lawrence at uni. Wish I'd stuck to literature instead of science. I wouldn't be in here now.
Well, you're more suited to the library than the laundry.
Marty, you shouldn't do any favours for me.
It wasn't a favour. Someone's got to work in here. I just suggested you'd be right for the job.
Yeah, well, thanks anyway.
You talked to my mother.
Yep.
Well, I wish you hadn't.
I can understand how she feels.
Can you?
Yeah, she's your mother. Look, when I first got here and you offered to help me, I was just using you. I didn't give a damn what happened to you as long as I got out of here.
And now?
I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
I'm not going to get hurt, and neither is Mum.
Yeah, but you...
She pulled the rule book out on me. Said she'd go to the governor and have me sacked unless I dropped your case.
Good.
But I'm not going to give up now.
Marty?
If I get sacked from here, I won't be able to see you. I won't be able to help you anymore. I want you out of this place. I hope maybe we could go out, see each other.
Forget it. I'd rather see you in here in one piece.
I'm not going to take any stupid risks. We'll wait until they think we've given up, and then we'll just...
Hey, Spike, the freak's quitting. You're missing all the fun.
Hey, Tucker.
Oh, g'day, Mr. Jackson.
And what laundry did you expect to collect in the library, Tucker?
Dunno. Oh, they reckon there's a few dirty books in here.
On your way.
See you later. Is it true?
Yeah. Although I don't think the staff are having quite as much fun as the prisoners, but I haven't seen any of them crying over the news yet either.
This is your desk?
Oh, it's a bit of a mess.
Oh, we had a few clients in last night. You'll find the kitchen out the back.
Beg your pardon?
And we expect morning tea around 10.
Oh, and you expect me to get it?
Yes.
Miss Lewis, I thought my position here was as a security officer, not a tea lady.
The boss believes in everyone starting at the bottom.
You can take a break, Simpson. We've got a visitor.
Yeah, me brother.
No, I believe it's your mother.
What does she want?
How do I know? She's here to visit you.
She didn't tell you. She didn't cry on your shoulder and say how she just had to see her darling daughter after all these years.
No, she didn't.
Well, I don't want no visits from her.
Why not?
Because the rules say I don't have to see nobody I don't want to, and you can't make me.
All right. I think you're cutting your nose off to spite your face, but it's your decision.
And you can tell her not to come round pestering me again. No, hang on, hang on. I'll tell the bloody bitch myself. It's very nice, thank you.
Mother said you had no excuse for not writing now.
No.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Mother said to give you her new post office box number. I'll write it down for you. Well, you should have no reason for not writing now.
Right. Is she still going on the overseas trip?
Yes, if we can organise everything this end.
Good, and she's taking a friend?
Yeah, that's all been fixed.
Glad to hear it.
You be sure to write her that letter. Mother can be very generous. But if you don't do your part, she says you can face up to your problems all on your own.
I'll do it.
Hello, Rose.
What do you want?
Just wanted to see your face.
Yeah, well, you've seen it hasn't changed any.
You look like me mum, Rose. You take after her.
Gran's dead.
Yeah. I miss her.
Yeah.
Wish I could talk to her. Right now.
Well, what do you want me to do about it? Dig her up?
Let me talk to you.
We got nothing to talk about.
You're my daughter. I need you.
Oh, that's a good one. Pity you didn't remember that when you made me a ward of the state.
But I thought I was doing the right thing, love.
You wanted me out of the way.
That's not true. I loved you.
And if you loved me so much, how come it took you 8 years before you ever bothered to see me again?
Well, I was wrong, Rose. I know it now. But, gee, I was just a kid myself.
Yeah, you were looking out for number one, weren't you?
Aren't you ever going to forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You taught me real well, Mum. Now I look out for number one, so why don't you just neck off and let me get on with it?
Stupid girl, haven't you got any brains?
You finished yet, Miss Ferguson?
Well, if you mean that lot, there's at least a month's work there. But I have collated all the new client
I
inquiry
can't
calls.
give these to the boss.
Well, look, that girl just
You're
put
not a
the...
very good typist, are you?
This thing's out of the arc.
I'm sorry, they'll have to be done again.
I mean, it makes you wonder about security in the place. The prisoners knew before we did. It's just not good enough, I say.
The governor told me. What about you two?
So why wasn't I told?
Told what, Mr. Adams?
I was simply concerned, Governor, that we weren't sure whether you wished the prisoners to know about Miss Ferguson leaving us.
I can't see it doing any harm.
Well, now that I know how you want to handle the situation, you can always count on my support.
I'm sure I can, Mr. Adams. As you know, Miss Ferguson was against the reform, so perhaps it's for the best that she's decided to leave us.
I agree. You certainly don't want dissension in the ranks, Governor.
That's correct. And I don't expect any from now on. Well, the extension to C Block's going extremely well. We should be able to get things going in a few days. Thought I might start with the women in H Block.
Yes, well, now that Connors is back as top dog, they do seem to be the most settled group.
Marsh seems to be a good influence too.
I think so, Mr. Jackson.
I don't believe in playing favourites with prisoners myself.
We're not playing favourites, and I've made my decision.
Well, when are you going to tell the women?
Oh, I'm not going to. I don't want any unnecessary competition over who will and who won't be eligible for the experiment. When it's finished, that should be time enough.
I have a feeling that for once in this place, there's going to be a lot of volunteers.
Central Security. Just hold the line, would you? Central Security. Where is everybody?
Miss Lewis, these reports are not nearly detailed enough. I'm not a mind reader. Tell Miss Ferguson they have to be done again, and properly this time, if she's capable of it, of course.
Okay, boss. It's time you and I had this out. Face to face.
She's on her way in.
Look, you don't know me. My name is Joan Ferguson, and I applied here for a position as security officer, a position I was asked to fill. But since I arrived here this morning, I have been everything from general dog's body to a tea lady. Now, if you don't want a security officer, that's fine. Get yourself a tea lady. But with my qualifications, I don't need this job and I don't want it.
You may regret that, Miss Ferguson.
It's been a long time.
been searching all over for you.
Well, I had a visitor.
Did you hear about the freak?
Yes.
Terrific news, isn't it?
Yes, but I've had some other news from my visitor.
Yeah?
It's about our holiday.
Holiday.
You know, Disneyland.
Oh, this was only dreaming.
Well, it might not be. It depends.
What? Depends on what?
We have to help some people first, and if we do a good job of it, we might get the holiday as a reward.
I like helping people.
I know.
Who are we going to help?
Mr. Jackson and Spike.
I like them. What are we going to do to help them?
Well, you see, my visitor thinks they like each other very much. They're always talking together.
I seen them and whispering in the dorms. Kat, do you think they're in love?
Yes, that's why we have to help them.
And then they'll live happily ever after.
Right.
This place has got to be a front for something, Beecham. You couldn't go legit if they paid you. I'll find out what it is and you'll be back in Wentworth in a week.
You won't find out anything because this place is legit. I'm the managing director and I'm legit. Security is just the other side of the fence for a good crib.
I don't believe it.
And in case you're thinking of spreading the word around about my past, don't bother. Everyone knows. It's part of my sales pitch. It takes a thief to catch a thief. It's clever, don't you think?
All right, you've had your fun. But unlike when I was your boss, I can walk out of here now.
And straight back to Wentworth? If they'd have you, since you've resigned.
There are other jobs, Beecham.
Not for you, freak. I'm a respected member of the community now. That means friends, influence. I put the word out, you're finished. No one's going to give you a job, not in this city. And it doesn't take long for word to get interstate.
No one takes the word of a crim.
Have fun finding out. Are you sure I can't give you a reference?
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then.